Hey there folks, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about a movie that's been making waves in the horror genre, and that's I Know You Did Last Summer 2025. I want to avoid spoilers. This movie is full of surprises, and we're here to break them down for you. So let's dive in. First things first, this movie is packed with surprises that will leave you amazed. One of the most thrilling aspects of the film is the return of our beloved characters, Julie and Ray. It's always a delight to see familiar faces, and their presence adds a layer of nostalgia to the movie. Another surprise that caught my attention is the killer's identity. The third act of the film is a heart-pounding roller coaster that will leave you with your jaw dropped and your heart racing. Trust me, you'll be on the edge of your seat as you try to figure out who the killer is. I don't want to spoil it for you, so I'll leave that mystery for you to uncover. Now let's talk about the new characters. Out of all the additions, Madelyn Cline as Danica truly stole the show. She carried the film and was undoubtedly the best of the new characters. Her performance is a testament to her talent and the potential she brings to the franchise. Last but not least, stick around until the end of the credits because there's a surprise waiting for you, and I will not spoil this for you guys. Now I'll discuss the other three films in the series. I Know You Did Last Summer. The original was a strong slasher movie that boasts robust performances and clever kills. Although I was not a huge fan of the character of Julie James, as her character, she did was just scream, whine, and mope. However, I did like her character arc, and it was interesting and worth watching. I also found myself enjoying the iconic chase scene between Helen Shivers and the fisherman, which I believe that Helen should have survived to become the final girl instead of Julie. Furthermore, I had a great fondness for Sarah Michelle Gellar, so much so that I felt her character had depth and intrigue. This film was good, but not great. I Still Know You Did Last Summer was a solid sequel. I will say that the character portrayal for Julie James was far more empowering and engaging in this particular film. Additionally, she appears to be somewhat more enjoyable to watch within this production. When comparing both films, it is evident that this one possesses a higher level of gore and violence as well as an increased number of gruesome kills. It's kind of hard for me to decide whether this is better than the original or that the original is better than this one. However, I would propose that Brandy Norwood's portrayal of Carla Wilson was pretty enjoyable. Julie and Carla were genuinely enjoyable aspects of this film. I'll Always Know What You Did Last Summer is a movie that fans like me usually avoid mentioning because it really missed the mark. There wasn't a single thing about it that stood out in a good way. The whole film felt dull and dragged on, and I just couldn't connect with any of the characters. Honestly, it's one of those movies that it's easy to forget, and I can't imagine watching it again. I gave it a try last year, but ended up turning it off halfway through because it just didn't hold my interest. Overall, for this I Know You Did Last Summer Legacy sequel, this might be the best of the series, and this is an 8 out of 10 for me. And I'm glad this series was resurrected from the dead after being dead for so long, since 2006. And honestly, I really enjoyed this film, and it's definitely worth revisiting again. Anyways, that's all I have to say now. Bye, guys.